Hello, everybody. I'm coming at you from Branson, Missouri, my beautiful hotel room here in Branson, Missouri. I'm here because today was opening day 2024 at Silver Dollar City, one of my absolute favorite theme parks, and I was honored to be one of the first riders on the new Fire in the Hole indoor roller coaster at Silver Dollar City. If you've been following along, I was also honored to be one of the final riders on the original Fire in the Hole, which closed just about, I don't know, not like 2 months ago I was here, and then 2 months later, I'm here to be one of the first people to ride the new attraction, which was just awesome. I was able to get video of my ride on the new Fire in the Hole. However, I cannot show it to you yet. It's under embargo until a little bit later this month. They're having an official media event, and I'll be able to share the video with you then. However, I am able to tell you all about the ride. It is in soft open right now, so if you are at the park today, you are able to ride the attraction. They're actually opening it up to the public. But as I mentioned, it is in soft opening, so the ride may close a little bit here and there as they're tweaking some things, and all of that's kind of what like a soft open is. I don't know if they would call it like a technical rehearsal or anything like that, but with a ride like this, and I'm going to explain it to you in a second. If you've been on the old if you've been on the old Fire in the Hole at Silver Dollar City, you know what I'm talking about. There are tons of set pieces on this ride as you're going through with animatronics and other things, and they just upped the game on this and added a soundtrack that syncs with everything. So everything's got to kind of time out as you go along to make the ride work, and it's great. It is really great, but that's why like soft openings are important, right? Because they're working it through as people come through the ride and everything else. And it's been like amazing to get that, to be able to get that behind the scenes and watch the people who make these things happen, make them happen in real time. It's just, that's like one of the coolest parts of my job, is to get to go behind the scenes and just see how all of this is made and how many people it takes and all of the technology it takes and the amount of resources it takes, and that it all comes together and people just show up and go on this, and it's really, really cool. So anyway, if you've never been on Fire in the Hole in the past, it was a classic indoor attraction here at Silver Dollar City. If you come to the park, you'll see they have a fence up over the old location of the ride. They had to close it because the ride building was just not in shape to make it forever. They also made the decision that they were not going to let it go. And they spent $30 million rebuilding and recreating Fire in the Hole. It's in a different section of the park. It's in the Fireman's Landing section, which is where some other family attractions are back there, all themed toward firefighters and celebrating firefighters as the heroes that they are. And so this new Fire in the Hole, you'll see it, this building they built, this massive structure, and they really went all out with the theming on the outside of it. It's not just a flat building sticking up there. It makes you, when you look at it, it looks like it is a part of Silver Dollar City. It looks like it's part of the city. So as you go throughout the queue, you'll see different things telling you about the story, but you'll also notice that they didn't just completely ignore the past ride. There are touches and things from the original building that they brought over to the new building. Particularly one of them is this giant mural, this hand-painted mural that was famously on the wall at the old Fire in the Hole when you walked into it. They have brought that over, put it behind glass now, so you can see that as you are, that's actually as you're exiting the ride. But there are little Easter eggs, things that from the previous ride that they incorporated into this new one, which is cool. One of the first sets here, I was able to go before they opened the ride today and take a couple of pictures. This is right as you're leaving the station. You'll see it right away off to the right. There's all kinds of really cool little things on the wall here that came from the old building, but they also took the cubbies where when you get onto a roller coaster and then you have to take your personal belongings, your things, and put them into like a bin because you can't bring them on the ride. Well, the old bins, the old little cubby holes, they kept those and they put them on this set, and it's like a dresser in this office that is in this little set piece. So when you look over, if you just catch it at a glance, you might be like, hey, I remember those. I remember putting my stuff in those all those years. There's also some other cool things. There's a picture on the wall that says like volunteer recruits, and there's a whole bunch of names. Those are names of American Coaster Enthusiast members who went to a Coaster Christmas event at Silver Dollar City last year. That was part of one of the cool things they got, was to be, you know, sort of remembered and immortalized on the wall at the new Fire in the Hole, and so their names are up there. These are all little things that you're going to go past really fast when you're in the coaster, but as you ride this ride over and over again, you're going to notice different things each time, and different things that stick out to you, like, oh yeah, look at that, oh yeah, look at that. So I thought that was really cool how they did that. And so a couple other things with about the ride, people asking like, how different is it from the original ride as far as the actual coaster goes? The layout is exactly the same. They kept everything exactly the same. They hired Rocky Mountain Construction to come in. They're the company that built Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City. So you might be thinking like, oh my gosh, Outlaw Run, is this ride super thrilling and crazy? No, it isn't. But it's all RMC track. The RMC, Rocky Mountain Construction, did the trains as well. The dips are exactly the same as they were on the first Fire in the Hole. As a matter of fact, the first dip on the new Fire in the Hole, when you're going through the barn that is set ablaze, or I'm sorry, not the barn, the bridge that is set ablaze, that dip is actually not as intense on the new one as it was on the old one. And the old one wasn't really intense, but it's not as forceful, I don't think, on this one, or as almost feeling like coming out of your seat as much on this one as it was on the last one. That doesn't mean that it's bad, but this is a family coaster. This is designed so grandma and grandson can go on this thing and everybody can get off smiling and happy. It's really not about crazy coaster thrills. It's about experiencing the story and all the set pieces. And let me just get to the set pieces, okay? I can't wait for you to see this in person because I can't really describe it. But it's amazing when I went through here and talked to everybody at Silver Dollar City, but they built these, okay? They didn't hire somebody from Hollywood to come in here with production design experience and build all these. They built them in-house. And you can tell how much they really loved this old ride because the amount of detail and care and time that went into building each and every one of these and the effects that happen in each and every one of these is just, it is on par with everything you see at the big Florida parks. I mean, theming wise, it is that good, these sets. And on top of that, there's sound as you go past these, sounds that play in the building, coming from this side, coming from that side. But the coaster cars themselves have speakers on them. And they created an entire soundtrack, a score that plays along as you go through the attraction, and it's timed so that different music swells at different times. It goes away, different dialogue comes out of the car at certain times as you go past certain things. That's why like these rehearsals and everything are really important because everything has to sync up as these cars keep going through. The sensors have to trip to tell the cars when to play what this or that and everything else. It's just, it's so much time went into getting this right. And from the people that I talked to there at the park, like it was so important to them. They know how important this ride is to everybody at fans of Silver Dollar City who have been going forever to the park, that they knew they had to get this right. And I really think they did. I just think that it is a really cool, for a park to have to say goodbye to a ride, that's nothing new. I mean, that happens at amusement parks, at theme parks all the time. But for a park to then say, okay, we have to say goodbye to this original building, but we're going to recreate this attraction and keep the spirit of it alive for generations to come, and we're going to invest tens of millions of dollars to do that, is absolutely incredible. They did such a great job, and there's really not much more I can tell you without showing you. And I'm excited to show you that. I'm excited for people to go and ride it themselves and to share what they thought about it, what their favorite moments were. I just thought they did a really good job with it, and I would love to hear your thoughts. If you get a chance to go out there and ride it, leave a comment below. You can find me on social media everywhere and let me know about it there. But yeah, I'll share that video that I have in just a couple of weeks here. And if you've never been down to Silver Dollar City, I highly recommend checking it out in Branson, Missouri. It's a favorite of our family. And I can't wait I wasn't here with my kids and my wife. I can't wait for them to come down and try this thing out. So anyway, more to come. I talked about this maybe more than I thought I would, but yeah, can't wait. Very excited, very honored to be one of the first. And let me know what you thought if you checked it out. See y'all later.